This video is about Rolex and a major missed opportunity for them as a cross-sell for their watches. An enormous community of people with years and years of experience making watches, and they only make watches. To my knowledge, they don't make bracelets. And a very popular thing with watches today, as we will go through, is wearing bracelets with your watches. And I don't see a reason that Rolex could not use their gold refinery, which they have, I believe, to make bracelets as well. Let's go through some examples. How about Tiger Woods? Ever heard of him? Bracelet, Rolex. Here's another example, him, bracelet. Let's look at Mark Wahlberg. Here's an example of him wearing a watch with a bracelet. Let's look up John Mayer, one of the biggest watch nerds of all time. John Mayer, Rolex, bracelet. There's also celebrities and people that are super bougie that wear gold bracelets with their Rolexes to go extra above and beyond. Here's a couple examples. Oh look, Sly wearing a bracelet. See, here's a great example. This is the exact bracelet I was just gonna bring up. It's this Cartier nail bracelet, and Sly's wearing it right there with a Rolex. So let's do another Google search. Okay, here we go, Cartier. That bracelet is $6,800. The amount of gold in that bracelet, there's no jewels, there's no diamonds on that bracelet. It's just the name and very specific design that's instantly recognizable. $6,800 to make that bracelet? I could go to a jeweler, probably have it made for $1,000. You're paying for that Cartier style. Why can't Rolex do the exact same thing? It's also something that's already happening with other brands. Look, people are using Rolex watches to sell their bracelets. This company has picture after picture of people wearing bracelets with Rolexes. They're leaning on the brand recognition and the high quality name of Rolex. Now, I'm not suggesting that Rolex create fabric or hemp bracelets or whatever these are made out of, but they certainly could because it's working for this brand. A lot of these are sold out. I went and looked at their store. Why couldn't this be a Rolex bracelet, right? This is very, very easy. Maybe you have to own a Rolex to be able to buy a specific type of bracelet. Maybe it's extremely limited quantities. Maybe it's designs that are specifically for different types of watches. Even if they did partnerships, which they do from time to time with a specific jeweler, just to do a bracelet for a submariner. This seems like something that Rolex could really dive into and make a big part of their revenue stream. Just raise that top line really, really easily on something with great margins, with infrastructure that they already have in place. It's my opinion that they would not dilute their brand at all because they're offering something that watch owners are actively buying and using, and they could make it something that's very special and limited. And even if they did it for 1 year only, I think in 50 years, people would look back and they'd see these Rolex bracelets and think, man, those were really rare. If you've got one now, it's really exciting to have, and no one even wears them because they're so rare or they're so desired from 2020 or whatever it is that they can make them. And look, this idea doesn't just go for Rolex or Omega or Breitling or whatever the brands are. Look, I did an ad review on this company right here. It's a bracelet manufacturer that's expanded their product line, their brand extensions, and now they're making watches. This is their watch. They started the business with bracelets. Now they're moving into their own watches. Why can't Rolex do the exact same thing? There's no reason they can't. So if you're watching this and you're Rolex, obviously consider doing it. I think it would go over real well, but if you're another brand and you haven't thoroughly explored line extensions, you should consider it. It's a great upsell. It helps digital marketers like us get cart values up, make you more money, get better ROAS, and it gives you something to remarket people with. Because if it is a larger ticket item, they're probably not buying from you that much. But if you sell shoes, perhaps you could now sell socks so that you can retarget to people when the new styles come out and maybe they buy them. My name's Bobby Dietz. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.